At about 11:11 a.m. on November 7th, 2025, Trooper Davis was patrolling near Colonel Glenn Road and Interstate 430 when he spotted a blue Dodge Charger with Texas plate VDW 1500, the same vehicle that had fled from the Alexander Police Department on November 1st. A NCIC check showed the registration was expired. Trooper Davis attempted a traffic stop, but the driver, later identified as Malik Moore, cut into the Sonic parking lot at 11,700 Colonel Glenn, looped around the building, then shot back onto Colonel Glenn Road, speeding westbound to flee.
Final stop is going to be the Sonic on Colonel Glenn. 856 standby. He may be coming back out to Colonel Glenn.
Hey, you put your hands up right there! Put your hands up right there!
Moments later, Officer Chase Landry arrived and boxed the vehicle in from the front, bringing the chase to an end. Moore was removed from the vehicle and taken into custody without further incident. A post-stop investigation revealed the car had no liability insurance, a defective rear tire, and that Moore was not wearing a seatbelt. Records also showed his driver's license was suspended.
Shut the fuck up!
At approximately 8:50 a.m. on May 2nd, 2024, Trooper Hernandez received a request to assist in the pursuit of a red vehicle fleeing from law enforcement. He positioned himself near the westbound on-ramp at exit 216 on Interstate 40 and waited for the pursuit to approach. A few minutes later, the chase passed his location at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. Trooper Hernandez immediately joined the pursuit and prepared to take over as the primary unit.
Let that Sheriff County know to back home. Coming up. Couldn't follow that from primary. We're going to be 40 westbound and 440. Traffic's kind of thick right now. Here in Temperature Land, be at 110.
Staying on 40.
10-4, we're going to be on 40 right now. Traffic's still thick. They're going to be able to pit them right now. They're still westbound. Speeds are 110. Passing on shoulder. $55 to 12, can we pit at 110 or what?
Pretty fair, Rock.
Am I able to pit at this speed? I got a spot right here.
Good.
Set 10-4? He cut me off. I wasn't able to get it just then. It's going to be Tennessee tags 450-430. Tennessee 450-430. I might take the exit, stand by. No, we're going to stay 40 west.
Stand 40 west.
Yeah, I got a spot right here. Come on now, let me get it. Too much traffic. Can't pit him right there, we have traffic. We're gonna be staying 40 west, about to come up to the north interchange.
A few minutes later, the suspect took advantage of heavy traffic, weaving recklessly between vehicles and creating enough distance that Trooper Hernandez was unable to keep pace. Trooper Grace then assumed the lead position in the pursuit and continued tracking the fleeing vehicle.
Right now, 40 west still. We're going to be about medium for about 1 minute right now. Roll over. Stand, roll over, stand by. Stop here, grab head.
We got a pit, roll over. Pit, roll over, stand by. We're stopped here at JFK.
Hands! Hands, driver! Hands! Driver, get out of the car! Get out of the car! Hands! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Hands! Walk backwards! Face away!
Following a pit maneuver near mile marker 152 on Interstate 40, the driver, Tego Coldero, was taken into custody by the Hazen Police Department and transported to the Prairie County Jail. During the arrest, officers observed signs that Coldero may have been under the influence of narcotics. A search of the vehicle also uncovered a small plastic bag containing a white crystalline substance, which was later identified as an illegal drug. At approximately 9:15 p.m. on February 8, 2026, Sergeant Surratt was traveling southbound on Highway 49 near mile marker 82 when he observed a pickup truck weaving across the roadway and lightly striking another vehicle without stopping. He activated his emergency lights and siren and clocked the truck at 110 miles per hour in a 70 mile per hour zone. Near mile marker 81, Sergeant Surratt attempted to initiate a stop, but the driver chose to flee.
Break all units for 1037.
And the southbound coming up to the sub-80. TBI.
Good work.
Stop reaching! Stop reaching right now! Get out!
After a pit maneuver brought the truck to a stop, The driver complied and was taken into custody. During the arrest, officers detected a strong odor of alcohol and observed that his eyes were bloodshot and watery. The driver was later identified as Ronald Wood of Arkansas and now faces charges including fleeing, reckless driving, possession of a fraudulent driver's license, speeding, leaving the scene of a property damage accident, driving while intoxicated, underage refusal to submit to a breath test, and underage possession of alcohol. At approximately 9:30 p.m. on January 30th, 2026, Trooper Butler was patrolling eastbound on Highway 412 in rural Washington County when a Ram 1500 pickup passed by with apparent equipment violations that caught his attention. Dispatch advised that the driver might be connected to an outstanding warrant, and as the trooper repositioned to initiate a traffic stop, the truck failed to pull over, instead creeping along the shoulder before accelerating away once the siren was activated and triggering a pursuit.
We're gonna stop him, though? So why are we not stopping?
Returns on a silver Ram.
It's definitely not silver. You got felony warrant. Mark. What's your side?
For all units. 24, 1037, what direction to travel? For westbound on 412 from the Twin Bridges.
Won't go out. You go up here and turn highway. North on Hickory Flat. North on Hickory Flat.
10 for north on Hickory Flat.
Trailer parking here.
The pursuit unfolded under slick, snow-covered road conditions, and despite repeatedly losing control while attempting to flee, the suspect continued to press on and refused to surrender.
You crashed through a fence. Careful, I don't know about the terrain up here. There should be another fence up here you can crash into as well.
Which direction?
You're driving, I got the radio. Get up there and just be mindful if you got a bump. Get hooked on it. Stay in my mind. We should be okay. The medium, so maybe going south the way he's driving. No way. There's no outlet down here either. Drive. spray painted black. Easy road, the 5 pounds for away.
Good boy.
Around the field, maybe come back out way if anybody's up there.
50's behind you.
Go back through basements. Go back the way.
18, they're coming towards you. They're on way just south of 412.
Right, it's out on the way now. Back on the roadway.
Yes, sir.
Several places on the south of the way. Driving good.
After a pit maneuver, the suspect's vehicle slid into a ditch, but was still able to continue moving, and officers subsequently lost visual contact. A wider search was launched, leading to the vehicle being located, and the suspect, later identified as Andrew Brown, was taken into custody by Washington County Sheriff's deputies on an outstanding felony warrant. At approximately 8:10 p.m. on May 12, 2023, a Lakeview officer spotted a vehicle in Ionia County matching the description of a previously stolen car. The officer attempted to follow and stop the vehicle, but the driver refused to pull over and fled. The officer immediately initiated a pursuit and notified dispatch.
Hey, sir, when you're ready. It'll be Boy Charles 11193.
That road's going to be the vehicle. High rate of speeds. Pursuit initiated.
Good.
Going east, or check that west on 44. Speeds over 100. Light traffic.
Clear. 622, are you clear? I'm clear.
Central 36. Can you let 17 know?
Paper will do 2012. 626, I'll do a setup of spikes at 44 Bridge.
We're at 44 in Flanagan. Continuing.
I'm at 44 in Hickory. Clear.
Speeds at 94. Continuing west on 44, just passing Flanagan.
Clear west on 44, pass Flanagan, speeds at 94.
Six 417 from 6436 on Iron County Ground. Central 36. We're continuing west on 44, coming up to Canfield.
Clear west on 44, coming up to Canfield.
Six 417 from 6436. Central from 36. You're able to go to 17.
We're attempting to contact Montcalm right now.
Clear, I'll bump them on radio. Continuing westbound past Johnson. 6417 from 6436.
Go ahead.
In pursuit with that pickup truck, speeds about 97, very little traffic.
423 status.
Clear. Clear your speeds.
93.
Clear, I'll flip over Ionian Matter.
The first deployment of spike strips proved effective, with at least one of the suspect's tires being punctured. However, the driver continued to flee despite the damage.
Good spike set.
Clear spike at 2015.
Continuing past South Drive on 44. Not sure if he's going down yet.
Seventeenth clear, I'm just coming into Eureka.
The second spike strip deployment was unsuccessful, as the suspect swerved to avoid it, and the pursuit continued at speeds of around 80 miles per hour.
Second attempt failed. He's got a flat front.
Flat front 2015.
Pull your vehicle over! Continue 44 into Bellevue.
44 in the building.
Front driver's flat.
Clear front driver's side flat 2015.
622 and 623 are whipped behind them.
Looks like rear is going flat now.
Clear building unit pursuing. Rear side flat 2017.
.44 continuing west past Wall. Central, can you let Kent know?
Abram, what are your speeds?
I'm trying to catch up now, going through, just went through red lights, I'm over 100.
Clear over 100 2015.
Two flats. One tire just came off.
One tire came off 2014.
coming up to 91.
All units, stations, departments, primary is closed for emergency traffic only. Please move to 34 comp. Southwest 2018.
Central 36, continuing westbound past 91.
Westbound past 91.
Can you let Kent know that they're already coming to their county, 2 flats?
April, letting them know right now.
Westbound 44 past Deeds. Speed still about 90.
Speed still 90.
Crossing over into the other coming traffic. Central 36, he's on his rim, coming up to Montcalm Ave.
I'm coming up to Montcalm Ave 2019.
Central 36. Looks like the rear isn't flat, so just the front he's driving on the rim.
Clear, front driving on the rim, 2020.
Westbound at Ashley Ave.
Clear west on Ashley Ave.
Speed around 100. Coming up to Lincoln Light.
Clear coming up to Lincoln Lake.
Westbound past Lincoln Lake.
Westbound past Lincoln Lake.
Belgian unit. You're able to take over direction. Speed. Central 36, still light traffic.
Clear light traffic, 421.
Central 622, starting west, passing Old Belding Road, speed at 97.
Clear, speed to 97, clear places.
Looks like we might come into a stop on Wasabi.
The pursuit continued for about 10 minutes, and it became clear the suspect had no intention of stopping.
North on Wasabi.
Despite a heavily damaged tire and sparks coming from the rim scraping the roadway, the driver kept fleeing recklessly. Officers prepared to deploy additional spike strips and were ready to use a PIT maneuver if needed.
As right now, looks like 2 being melted.
and 6436, be aware that there is a big curve coming up. It's going to go to the west and then back to the north. We're clear. We're on curve now.
Central 36. Let Kent know. Try to get some more spikes up. Alright.
Return the call. 2023. Greenville 640, I own your dispatch. Greenville, go ahead. We're stage west side of town. Case for user. Clear 2023.
Central 516 set it. Here, 2023.
Central. Still going northbound to Sabas. Coming up to 10 miles. Speed's about 9.
Clear, coming up to 10 miles. 2024.
Central 36. See if we can get some units on 57.
Can you repeat that, please?
See if we can get Kent or Montcalm on 57 and Wasadas.
Clear all contact on 2025.
Central 23.
23.
Zero 2025.
Central 36. Speed's about 83. Light traffic. Coming up on 12 mile.
No opposite at 12 mile in Kent County.
Clear, approaching 12 miles. 2025.
Central, turning east on Wilkins.
After about 15 minutes, the suspect turned onto a dirt road, likely hoping the dust would obscure officers' view. And for a moment, it did. Despite limited visibility, officers stayed close behind, determined not to lose him. What the suspect didn't realize was that this decision would only make things worse.
Central 586. Negative 2. Five minutes 16 Central. 5 minutes 15. She's inside. Freezing coming door. I'll be clear.
Central 36.
36.
Looks like you've wiped out on Conley and Elkins.
Where is it?
I don't know. What's that?
I hear them back there.
Is it?
There they are.
Central 36 down the ravine. We're down in the ravine trying to make contact.
I'm hurt real bad, sir.
Central 36, can you start your mess this way? You the only one in the vehicle?
Yes.
Why are you running?
I got so many warrants.
So?
Am I bleeding bad?
Central 30.
The suspect's vehicle plunged off a shallow embankment at high speed, snapping through trees and leaving the car severely mangled. The driver was ejected and sustained serious injuries, but was fortunately treated and survived. His refusal to stop made the situation far worse. Had he surrendered earlier, or even after the tire was damaged, the outcome could have been much less severe. At approximately 4:24 p.m. on March 15th, 2026, Troop A Communications notified troopers that the Little Rock Police Department was pursuing a blue Ford F-150 driven by a wanted felony suspect. Trooper Bird positioned himself along Interstate 30 near mile marker 117 and quickly joined the pursuit.
If you didn't remember, guys, you will call out to take down the vehicle. No Russian. Someone's happy to do that tomorrow.
Westbound is shut down. We're doing takedown.
Crossfire, guys, crossfire!
It's important.
Valtierra was charged with theft of property, $5,000 to $25,000, 2 counts, first-degree criminal mischief, felony fleeing in a manner creating a substantial danger of death, and reckless driving. On December 17, 2023, at around 9:35 p.m., Trooper Valenzuela, stationed on Overseas Highway in Tavernier, Florida, spotted a white U-Haul van running a red light at US 1 southbound and Burton Drive. He activated his emergency lights and sirens to initiate a traffic stop, but the driver refused to pull over and continued southbound. Given the suspect's erratic driving and high speed, Trooper Valenzuela suspected impairment. Monroe County Sheriff's Office assisted by deploying spike strips at mile marker 88, successfully deflating the van's front right tire. However, the suspect continued to flee. Trooper Valenzuela attempted a pit maneuver, but was initially unsuccessful. Trooper Valenzuela remained persistent, continuing to execute pit maneuvers. One such maneuver sent the U-Haul spinning on the road. Despite this, the driver maintained control and resumed the pursuit. At mile marker 80, Trooper Valenzuela executed another pit maneuver, causing the van to spin out, crash into the fence of the Key Tree Cactus Nature Preserve, and collide with his patrol vehicle as the suspect attempted to flee once again. During an inventory search of the van, Trooper Valenzuela found 4 small baggies with suspected cocaine residue in the cup holders. At the hospital, he noticed the suspect had glassy eyes and constricted pupils. At 2:15 a.m., Trooper Valenzuela formally placed the suspect under arrest for driving under the influence.
Hey, flatbed or Class C?
For the regular Class A flatbed?
On April 24, 2023, around 9:29 p.m., Trooper Garcia received a "Be on the lookout" alert from Fort Myers Dispatch about a red Toyota driven by Yana Alieska St. John, who claimed a white cargo van was involved in human smuggling and that her husband, the van's driver, was armed and dangerous. She made several unusual claims, including being related to Marilyn Monroe. With help from the Traffic Management Center, the red Toyota was located heading south on Interstate 75. Around 9:43 p.m., Trooper Garcia saw the vehicle near a toll plaza, where it was cutting off other cars in a construction zone. He confirmed the plate and initiated a traffic stop due to her erratic driving and the seriousness of the report.
So what's going on tonight? Human trafficking? Okay. They said that you were a victim of human trafficking before.
The driver, identified as 53-year-old Yana Alieska St. John, showed clear signs of impairment, slurred speech, delayed responses, confusion, and glassy eyes. A small bag of white powder, suspected to be cocaine, and a red straw with residue were visible in the center console. Before field sobriety tests could begin, St. John sped off southbound on Interstate 75, prompting Trooper Garcia to initiate a pursuit with lights and sirens activated. The pursuit reached speeds of 80 to 95 miles per hour as the driver weaved into oncoming lanes and repeatedly crossed the grassy median in a reckless attempt to evade troopers. Trooper Garcia successfully performed a pit maneuver, disabling the red Toyota. Yana Alieska St. John, 53 years old, jumped out of the still-moving vehicle and ran across the southbound lanes of I-75. The car struck a guardrail as Garcia pursued her on foot, shouting commands she ignored. When he caught up, St. John physically resisted, kicking, punching, and grabbing at his face and hands. She was ultimately taken into custody at approximately 9:49 p.m. St. John now faces multiple charges, including fleeing and eluding law enforcement, resisting arrest with violence, possession of a controlled substance, cocaine, driving under the influence, third or subsequent offense, driving under the influence, and reckless driving.
I don't stop living. I just wanted to be loved.
At approximately 1:15 a.m. on August 2nd, 2024, a Georgia State Patrol trooper observed a blue Chevrolet Camaro traveling over 100 miles per hour westbound on I-20. When the trooper attempted a traffic stop, the driver refused to stop and fled, initiating a high-speed pursuit.
Knocked his head, didn't knock his 20 bed.
After an initial pit attempt failed, the trooper executed a second pit near the exit 26 ramp to Liberty Road, disabling the Camaro and deploying the airbags. The driver, later identified as Taiwan Javon Wyatt, fled on foot, running across all lanes of I-20 before being captured by officers with the Villa Rica Police Department. On Saturday, April 20th, 2024, around 8:31 p.m., Trooper Taylor was driving west on Interstate 40 near mile marker 216 when he noticed a red Ford Fusion displaying a tag registered to a white Land Rover. Suspecting a fictitious plate, he attempted a stop, but as soon as his emergency lights came on, the driver fled westbound, pushing past 120 miles per hour, weaving through traffic and nearly hitting another vehicle near the 212-mile marker. Because of the driver's increasingly reckless behavior, Trooper Taylor attempted a pit near the 211-mile marker. The maneuver sent the Fusion spinning counterclockwise across the roadway, but the driver managed to regain control and continued fleeing at high speed. Near the 209-mile marker, a third pit finally disabled the vehicle. Troopers conducted a felony stop, ordering the driver and passenger out at gunpoint. The driver was identified as Jaleisha Muldrew, with Cordell Lowe in the front passenger seat. In the back, troopers discovered two children, a 9-month-old infant and a 3-year-old toddler. Muldrew was taken into custody without further incident and transported to the Brinkley Police Department Detention Center. On June 3, 2026, at approximately 3:41 p.m., Trooper Drum was traveling southbound on Highway 49 near Green 921 Road when he observed a gray and black sport motorcycle traveling northbound at a high rate of speed. The motorcycle was passing another vehicle in the outside lane at approximately 87 miles per hour. Trooper Drum turned around and activated his emergency lights and siren to initiate a traffic stop. Upon noticing the patrol vehicle, the motorcyclist immediately accelerated and fled, reaching speeds of approximately 120 miles per hour.
Did you get them stopped?
Negative. Probably doing well over 150, 160. Probably going to 22 in just a second.
What kind of bike was it?
Sports bike, light wheel drive. Going around the curve on Highway 69 now, probably about half a mile behind.
Thank you. I was just making sure you knew they weren't flying her. I just now realized you're running service over. I apologize. Are you 19 toward the bypass?
Got a sports bike fleeing from me, Highway 69 towards the bypass. I'm not in pursuit right now. I'm not going to be able to keep up with him, I don't believe.
After several minutes of pursuit at speeds reaching 150 miles per hour, Trooper Drum lost sight of the motorcycle. Approximately 4 minutes later, at 3:47 p.m., Trooper Aaron Morphus spotted a motorcycle matching the description turning onto Highway 69 from Green 957 Road, near the area where visual contact had previously been lost. Morphus conducted a traffic stop and instructed the rider to pull over. Trooper Drum arrived on scene and confirmed it was the same motorcycle that had fled from him minutes earlier. The rider was identified as 27-year-old Wyatt Braden Fuller, who was taken into custody without further incident. On April 14, 2024, at approximately 12:28 a.m., Trooper Peoples was on patrol when he observed an orange Dodge Charger Scat Pack with black racing stripes traveling at a high rate of speed. As Trooper Peoples attempted to initiate a traffic stop, the driver of the Dodge chose to flee instead of stopping, leading to a high-speed pursuit.
Orange Charger with the black racing stripe, Georgia 28, San Francisco 6230, SFC 6230.
So my stop is westbound at Hill Street, orange sedan, 22 Georgia. Tom Frank David, 737, CFG 7037.
427. 1080 Atlanta, 1080.
Atlanta.
Stand by, you can get a sprint check. Go ahead with my form. Sorry, Dollar and David is going to be in front of me. We're going to be 20 westbound coming up to we're 20 westbound coming up to the connector. Taking Windsor, taking Windsor.
No, straight ahead.
Straight ahead. Okay. 21 bound, just got back on for Windsor. 20 westbound, just got back up for Windsor. Taking Lowry. Taking Lowry.
The pursuit continued at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour, at times reaching 130 miles per hour. The initial pursuing officers eventually lost sight of the suspect. Minutes later, Trooper Matthews located the vehicle again. When the driver refused to stop, Matthews decided to perform a pit maneuver to prevent another escape attempt.
Cross Street. I'm a shoot.
After the third pit maneuver, the suspect vehicle was finally disabled. The driver attempted to escape through the passenger side door, but officers quickly noticed and blocked the attempt. The suspect, identified as Edward Turner, eventually complied and was taken into custody. A search of the vehicle revealed a stolen 9mm Glock handgun inside the center console. Records confirmed the weapon had been reported stolen in Clayton County. Officers also recovered a black rifle with an extended magazine from the trunk. At approximately 8:14 a.m. on November 21st, 2025, Trooper Loftus was patrolling southbound on Interstate 430 near the 1-mile marker when he was notified that the Little Rock Police Department was pursuing a vehicle near Stagecoach Road and Crystal Valley Road, requesting assistance from the Arkansas State Police. Moments later, Trooper Loftus observed the suspect vehicle traveling east on Crystal Valley Road toward Stagecoach. He immediately joined the pursuit and assumed the primary position.
1037 at 815.
Put your hands up! Hands up! Open the door! Hands up! Open the door! Push it! Push it!
They're final with Stagecoach before baseline.
Adam 15 Little Rock. We got our 1015, 1064. We're right in front of Fire Station 24 on Stagecoach.
10-4. Put our troop aim as 1064, resume normal traffic at 816, one suspect 1015.
On Saturday, May 15th, 2025, a Sharonville patrol officer spotted a blue Hyundai exhibiting suspicious behavior. The driver was later identified as 54-year-old Leisha Joyce Bryant. The officer began following the vehicle, ran a check on the license plate, and attempted a traffic stop. However, the driver ignored the signal and accelerated, initiating a pursuit.
Be in the parking lot of Gorilla Glue off of Canal with Ohio Henry Charles Nora 6547. Returns to a Chevy. It's on a Hyundai SUV.
Bryant drove into a parking lot, then suddenly turned around and stopped her vehicle directly in front of the patrol car. Although the officer ordered her to exit the vehicle, Bryant continued to refuse to comply.
Roll down the window and stop the car. You are being stopped. Stop the car. Okay, well, you gotta wait for a second. Turn the car off. Turn the car off. Stop moving. No, stop moving.
Force M22, they just struck my vehicle and they're fleeing now.
Bryant intentionally struck the patrol car while fleeing the scene, prompting a pursuit that continued onto Interstate 275.
Fleeing back onto Canal from Gorilla Glue. Looks like they're gonna be going northbound on Canal towards Chester. Don't have a speed yet, I'm still leaving the parking lot. a blue Hyundai Sonata. It's occupied and operated by a black female and a white male in the passenger seat. We're going to be headed eastbound on the Kemper. Continuing back in the parking lot of QTOL Products, KULTOL. Continuing in the direction of Muscle. Back onto the Enterprise. Yeah, back on a partnership from QTOL. Going through the business parking lot now. They just ran off the road, going into the parking lot. Stand by. We'll go through the parking lot of USUI.
During the pursuit, the driver repeatedly changed lanes and routes in an attempt to evade the police. At one point, the Hyundai came dangerously close to colliding with the patrol car again. The chase continued at speeds ranging from 80 to 100 miles per hour, with additional units positioning themselves to assist.
Yep, we're headed back to Enterprise, back where they originally entered. Into QTOL, and we'll go back that way. Some space, we got traffic oncoming.
After approximately 10 minutes into the pursuit, officers began deploying spike strips to disable the suspect's vehicle. At least one of the strips successfully punctured a tire. From there, it was only a matter of time before the vehicle came to a stop and the driver was taken into custody.
Dropping is there a flee here as well? Is there a K9 close by that can help us if they flee in this wooded area up here?
Zach, I'll go for driver, you go for passenger if they split, if you're good with that.
They just lost their whole fire here. They lost their whole fire, going to be crashed down. Okay, that's clear. The car's on vehicle crash. Where you at?
We're at the 54 exactly.
At the 54 map.
A lot of movement in that car. Females open the door.
I got the driver.
Minutes later, the driver finally came to a stop. As the vehicle slowed, the driver's door swung open, prompting officers to prepare for a possible foot pursuit. As expected, Bryant jumped out and attempted to flee on foot, but she never had a chance. Both Bryant and her passenger were quickly apprehended. A quick check following the arrest revealed that Bryant's driver's license had been suspended. Officers also discovered drugs both inside the vehicle and on the passenger. Bryant now faces multiple charges, including attempted assault on a police officer, failure to comply with police orders, driving with a suspended license, and various drug-related offenses. The passenger, identified as 45-year-old Kevin Gabbard, was charged with drug possession. On June 28, 2025, a Pleasant Prairie police officer attempted a traffic stop for a stop sign violation. The driver fled, leading officers on a high-speed pursuit that exceeded 100 miles per hour and continued into Illinois. Pleasant Prairie officers, along with assisting agencies, began deploying spike strips to deflate the suspect's tires.
Tires starting to deflate here. I'm gonna try to get in front, slow down. Box again, box again, box again. 209, we're in Illinois. I'm gonna box him in again up here. I'm in front of him. Let's see if we can get him, guys.
We got it, Sheriff. We're going to break
During the third spike strip deployment, at least one of the suspect's tires was successfully deflated. However, the driver continued to flee, prompting officers to perform a pit maneuver to bring the chase to an end.
2 squads have been hit. We need to end this. Two nine stopped here.
This is the Pleasant Police. All occupants of the Honda Civic, you are under arrest. You disobey our commands, the police dog will bite you. Do you understand?
The driver ultimately surrendered to police. He was charged with felony fleeing eluding, 5 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety, hit and run, possession of cocaine and drug paraphernalia, operating while intoxicated, along with several additional municipal violations.
Let's get him back.
It's just me. It's just me. Weapons? No, in the car, yes.
At approximately 11:30 a.m. on July 2nd, 2024, the Delaware County Dispatch Center issued a "Be on the lookout" alert for a stolen vehicle, a white 2024 Toyota RAV4, last seen on U.S. Route 95 near mile marker 20 in Richland County. The vehicle had previously been involved in multiple pursuits with other agencies. Shortly after, a sergeant from the Ohio State Highway Patrol's Mount Gilead post spotted the RAV4 heading southbound on U.S. Route 95 in Knox County. When the sergeant attempted a traffic stop as the vehicle entered Fredericktown, the driver refused to pull over, initiating another pursuit.
Left on Tuttle, back towards 95. Right on to 95, back heading into town. Heading north on 13. At least 2 occupants. Across the median, going signal 100.
As the pursuit began, the suspect immediately showed extreme recklessness by crossing the grassy median and driving into oncoming lanes at high speed. From the way the vehicle maneuvered to escape, it was clear the suspects were not going to be easy to stop.
I can't get in front of them. If I could pit them, I would, but I can't get in front of them. Still northbound.
The red light.
The pursuit continued toward Mount Vernon, but was called off due to the suspect's reckless driving and the danger posed to the public. An aviation unit in the area responded and located the Toyota, tracking it from the air as it traveled along Interstate 71 through Morrow, Delaware, and Franklin counties. Ground units followed from a distance without activating lights or sirens.
He doesn't have a shoulder to pass on, so he's slowing down just a little bit.
.1138, chopper 3.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, 1138.
Go ahead for aviation.
What are we following him for? Do you have him for speed?
No, negative. This was a 75 vehicle. It was bowled out of Morrow County. It's ran from 4 different agencies, 5 being our agency. We've been in multiple pursuits with them and brought them down here now.
Okay. We have a supervisor monitoring up there?
Right, I've got a supervisor that's flying. I've got a supervisor in another fixed-wing plane above me, and I believe there is a supervisor on the ground as well.
33 is also trailing.
Our West Broad exit, and he's going to continue on 270, so he's giving up the exit.
The Toyota continued south on Interstate 71, exited onto Interstate 270 westbound, and then merged south onto State Route 315. Troopers attempted to deploy stop sticks near the Ackerman Road exit, but the effort was unsuccessful. The suspect vehicle then turned west onto Interstate 670 before looping back onto Interstate 71 southbound. The pursuit pressed on into Greene County, with troopers maintaining a safe following distance.
Okay. $11:46. You did copy 1748 traffic of do not actively pursue, correct? Right, I'll go ahead and shut my lights off.
Six 7-4 West. We're coming up to, looks like State Route 38 and 71. I'm sorry, State Route 54, I believe. 56, disregard, sorry, 56. Still going to be southbound.
Another set of stop sticks was deployed as the pursuit continued. This time, although the suspect attempted to swerve and avoid them, luck was no longer on his side.
Away from the vehicle into the cornfield. Need you to stop, guys. Need you to stop and give it up. Right, this time we got looks like we're done.
Can you say anything? Get him up, walk him this way. Get him up, come this way. Get up! Get up, come here. Get up! I can't see his hands. Get back, get back. His hands. Get up! Turn around and come backwards. Walk backwards.
While trying to avoid the stop sticks, the suspect lost control and struck the rear of a 2024 Chevrolet Silverado, driven by 56-year-old Albert Sini of Waldorf, Maryland. The vehicle came to a stop on the shoulder. The driver, Tevin Marion, 29, and passenger, Darius Thompson, 38, both from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, were taken into custody without further incident. Marion was booked into Clinton County Jail and charged with felony failure to comply, along with misdemeanors for driving without a license, not wearing a seatbelt, and failure to maintain control. He also had an active felony warrant and faces additional charges in Knox County and other jurisdictions. On September 11, 2024, Trooper Lasso Silva with the Florida Highway Patrol's Criminal Interdiction Unit was patrolling in Miami-Dade County with Trooper Pineda and K9 Axel when they were alerted to a stolen white van being pursued by Hialeah police near Okeechobee Road and South River Drive. Trooper Canalar located the van traveling eastbound on Northwest 74th Street Connector. As the driver began fleeing recklessly, Trooper Silva took over the pursuit as the primary unit. Despite multiple attempts to stop the vehicle, the suspect continued to flee with complete disregard for public safety.
So far, I'm just with Hialeah, getting to Okeechobee Road now from 79th Avenue.
Alright, southeast bound on Ogie from 79th Avenue.
Southbound on Ogie, approaching the Palmetto. Looks like we're going to be going Palmetto South, 23.
Alright, looking like it's going to take Palmetto South. Vehicle it is?
It's a white work van, white work van. Alright, South River Drive.
South River Drive, eastbound from 826.
23. Go for it.
Not long after joining the pursuit, Trooper Silva attempted a pit maneuver on the suspect's vehicle, but the contact was not forceful enough to stop it. Shortly after, the suspect crashed into another vehicle that was stopped at a red light. Despite the collision, the suspect continued to flee without stopping.
Signal 4, signal 4. 10-4, but the vehicle's continuing. The vehicle's continuing.
Trooper Silva performed a second pit near Northwest 74th Street and Northwest 72nd Avenue, successfully bringing the van to a stop in the center median. 3 suspects fled on foot. Trooper Silva chased and detained the front passenger with help from Hialeah police. Trooper Cantillar deployed K-9 gunner, who apprehended the driver. The rear passenger was also taken into custody by Hialeah officers.
Continue west, crossing, second and Cherry.
On the afternoon of April 12, 2025, a Pine Bluff officer initiated a routine traffic stop on a white Dodge Charger. However, the driver fled, prompting a pursuit. As both vehicles approached the railroad tracks just west of Pitts Road, the police vehicle crashed while attempting to cross the tracks, ending the pursuit. Trooper Means and Harrell of the Arkansas State Police then took over the chase.
Coming up. Taking a plate. Read the park, 90 miles.
As soon as Trooper Means spotted the suspect vehicle, he attempted a head-on collision, but the driver swerved and successfully avoided it, resulting in only a minor impact. The pursuit continued at speeds of 50 to 70 miles per hour.
Westbound, Syracuse Republic. It's going to be a white Dodge Charger. Each one is down there. I'm secondary. Let Pine Bluff know we got their car. Speed is approximately 75 close to Hudson. TBI. 1016. Start us at 1016. Hands! Run now! On the ground! On the ground!
few minutes later, Trooper Means successfully executed a pit maneuver, causing the vehicle to crash into a tree before colliding with two parked cars and coming to a stop. The driver was arrested immediately. Upon searching the vehicle, officers discovered a firearm and drugs.
That was pretty stupid, homie.
Around 10:35 a.m. on January 2nd, 2023, Georgia State Patrol's Crime Suppression Unit assisted East Point Police in apprehending 19-year-old Matthew Gaskins, who had multiple felony warrants and was driving a stolen Jeep Grand Cherokee. Gaskins was wanted by several metro area agencies and was spotted in a stolen white Jeep on Washington Road near Pearl Street. When officers approached, he fled recklessly. Troopers performed a series of pit maneuvers to try to stop Mr. Gaskins safely. Despite damaging several vehicles, Gaskins fled again onto Washington Road and eventually pulled into a parking lot at 3100 Washington Road. Another round of pit maneuvers disabled the vehicle when it struck a power pole. Gaskins was taken into custody without further incident.
Oh, I feel bad for Ennis. That was nuts. Dude, that was wild. Up in there, I thought he was going to flip it. And yeah. We couldn't do nothing but keep pushing him. I'm surprised, man. I've totaled my car, I'm sure.
On June 15, 2025, at about 11:19 a.m., Field Training Officer Dwayne Niles and Trooper R. Lopez were at the North Little Rock Police Department when Arkansas State Police Dispatch reported that Jacksonville police needed help with a vehicle pursuit heading south on Interstate 57 near McCain Boulevard. Niles confirmed the suspect would be entering Interstate 40 westbound. He activated his emergency lights and siren and moved to intercept. Around 11:26 a.m., Niles spotted the suspect vehicle and Jacksonville police units approaching. He accelerated, joined the pursuit, and took over the lead position. 1 minute later, Officer Niles performed a precise TVI, disabling the suspect's vehicle. Backup units quickly arrived, and the suspect was safely taken into custody without further incident.
We're going to get out of the line of fire.
We're 10:15.
We'll just move our car over here.
Okay. On November 20th, 2024, at around 1 p.m., deputy sheriffs with the Van Buren County Sheriff's Office initiated a traffic stop on a red Chevy pickup after spotting a wanted suspect behind the wheel. The deputies identified the driver as 60-year-old Jeffrey Henry. When they made contact, Henry immediately began to act uncooperative.
Okay, roll the window down for me. Well, roll the window down. Jeff, if I have to smash the window, you're going to catch another charge. Okay? Hop out the truck, and we can talk about it, Jeff.
No, we're not.
Jeff, hop out of the vehicle. Who are you trying to call? Okay, and I'll make a phone call.
You can do it right now before I take off.
Okay, well, hop out the truck then. Who are you trying to call?
Right now, I'm calling Kurt the bondsman. If you already talked to the captain, I'm turning myself in before 2 o'clock.
Jeff, if you leave, you're going to be committing a flee and elude. Okay, well, I still need you to get out of the vehicle, okay? Jeff, you're going to catch another charge, buddy. You're going to end up going to prison if you end up doing something stupid.
I'm going to prison anyway. That's why I'm turning myself in. You've been good to me, man.
I know, and I'm trying to be polite and trying to help you. But put the car in park.
1304.
Westbound on Michigan. Northbound, check it. Northbound on the 57. Northbound on the 57. Turning on the 39. Turning north on the 39.
northbound 39th Street, 60 miles an hour, no traffic, 1311.
Henry attempted to return to his residence during the pursuit, but Sheriff Daniel Abbott intervened and successfully brought the chase to an end. Henry, who was out on bond for separate charges, was taken into custody and booked into the Van Buren County Jail on multiple charges, including flee and elude, as well as outstanding warrants.
Get out. Open it. Open it.
I'll smash it. Open.
I'm gonna.
Open it now.
I am. Don't grab me. I'm already hurt.
Hop on out.
Step out. I'll get out.
Can my brother come get my truck?
Quit reaching.
I ain't got nothing, dude.
Turn around, face the car. Turn around, face the car.
On May 11, 2024, Trooper Williams was stationed at the westbound scales on Interstate 40 near the 284-mile marker when he noticed a blue Nissan Maxima, Tennessee license plate 413 BJHQ, heading west with blue flashing lights activated. He initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle near the 283-mile marker of Interstate 40 westbound.
.283 westbound, 1024 with
When the vehicle stopped, the driver, later identified as Richard E. Blaine, immediately exited the car. Trooper Williams ordered Blaine to stay in the vehicle, but as he returned to his patrol car, Blaine began fleeing westbound on Interstate 40. Trooper Williams pursued the suspect vehicle, which reached speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour while weaving through lanes and narrowly avoiding collisions with other drivers. Due to Blaine's reckless driving, Trooper Williams performed a tactical vehicle intervention near the 278-mile marker on Interstate 40, disabling the vehicle. After a high-risk felony takedown, Blaine ignored commands, prompting Officer Daryl Priwitt to deploy his K-9. Blaine was arrested, and a search revealed a firearm, radio, tactical belt, and flashing lights. He was treated for injuries at Crittenden Baptist Hospital before being taken to the Crittenden County Jail by Trooper Darren Evans.
Getting on him with the dog on 7th Street, coming from the south.
At 9:07 p.m. on January 21, 2025, Bartlett police reported a stolen Nissan Maxima northbound on Interstate 55 near the 10-mile marker. Trooper Collier Wright responded and soon clocked the car at 130 miles per hour near mile marker 19. The driver briefly cut the headlights at exit 21 before speeding up again, prompting Wright to activate his lights and siren.
TBI.
The suspect exited onto the service road and turned west on Highway 42, accelerating to about 100 miles per hour. Trooper Wright closed the gap and set up for a tactical vehicle intervention. When the driver suddenly hit the brakes, the maneuver was carried out, sending the Nissan into a ditch on the right shoulder. Trooper Dylan Evans arrived moments later to assist in a felony stop. The driver, identified as Anthony Powers, surrendered without incident and was taken into custody.